Welcome to another episode of Caps and Cards 716. I'm your host, Spidey J18. I'm joined today by
TJ North Shore Fitteds here. We're doing an MLB lockout update because there was some news broken today. We wanted to show off some cards we picked up recently. We want to talk about players that you would be investing in nowadays. Like, we're not talking about guys who have only had a couple games in or rookies from this set. We want to talk about guys you should go after their Bowman first, their Bowman Chromes, their prospect cards, their MLB debut cards, any short prints before they get crazy expensive.
Yeah, absolutely. That being said, this is a precursor. We just bought half a case of MLB Topps 2022 Series 1, half a case coming soon. So if you guys want to be in on any of that, let me know. I'll raffle off a few spots and let's get cracking.
I know for sure there'll be two teams that won't be slotted out, Blue Jays and Red Sox.
Two teams, yeah.
Probably the Rays too, because me and you want.
I'm considering the Rays, but we'll see.
I'm gonna go to the period correct, or not, because they wore the block C with this jersey. But this is the Musa Wahoo, and I've got my 1973 Dennis Eckersley, one of my favorite Jays.
That's a very legit combo right there. I'll stand up so you can see more of what I'm wearing. Got the Bisons with the same Blue Jays number.
4 or 12 for them.
I just picked up my two favorite numbers. I picked up my birthday, 12 and 14, because 57 was BGO.
I want to do a huge shout out to John Bear with his minor league wombo the other day. Made me laugh. Modesto nuts.
Yeah. What joke did he use?
No, I put a joke in the comment. I said that jersey's driving me nuts. So as far as the lockout update, they both met for 19 minutes today. Both sides agreed that spring training is now officially delayed. There probably won't be any spring training games this year.
Yeah, so the current agreement date now is March 4th, and there will be no games played before March the 4th, which will now severely impact spring training games.
This is from last year from Hat Club.
Yeah, the nice stamp with the glasses. Depending on, what was it? The other one was AZ, yeah. And it had palm trees, I think, in it.
Yeah. Still pretty cool. A lot of people slept on these. They clearanced them up for like $5.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Brewers hat, but I think it was like one of those Haiti makes where it was just like wicked huge.
They definitely have a weird fit to them. This one's Bangladesh, and you can feel the crown's a little bit like funky. I gotta play with that some.
Yeah, it's like one of their like first runs, I believe, when Hat Club did that.
This is Bangladesh too, but this one's not as bad. It's still kind of boxy, how they always are.
This is Poly China. This is the Great Outdoors Blue Jays that I'm wearing with my game used Bison's jersey. So a lot of you guys recognize the logo from being plastered all over hats, from My Fitteds to Topper Store to hopefully locally the Bison's pretty damn soon. I got a few pro tips.
My fit of the day, if anybody saw earlier, was Bison's red from Toppers. It's kind of funny because it's on his jersey.
2 thumbs up right here. No, this is more of this is the new.
Yeah, it's got the guy with the bat. He's still on there.
Yeah, but that's the 88 logo.
Close but no cigar, they say.
So have you bought any rookies lately?
So I got Mookie Betts. I had a deal from Big Neely Fitteds I couldn't pass up. I picked up Mookie Betts, Bowman first, and Mookie Betts rookie debut card.
So as far as stat wise, Mookie Betts is one of the youngest, best players, and he's in an incredible lineup in LA. He's going to be my number one pick for investment right now over someone like Otani, who, if they can't pitch their entire career, his numbers aren't going to be the same, and he would have to be flawless every single start.
Well, I would say up there where it says Pete Alonso, Rafael Devers, another good one.
Devers, I see for his defensive capability. He's in my like 2 or 3 spot. I got Pete Alonso and Vlad Jr. kind of tied. Sorry.
More the complete package, like an Adrian Beltre type of player, where he can play the field and he can also hit.
Yeah. So one of the players that I got kind of hot on after I pulled him from Elite is Alex Binelas, and I'm probably not saying that right, but this is his Sapphire. You can see the blue. It's Mojo. It's a first. So I got 2 of those. His dad played Euro professional basketball, so that's pretty cool. And then I went balls out and I got the purple out of 250 for like $20. So nothing crazy, but when you're
that's the B, that's chrome, that's the not the
can you show the paper one real fast?
Yeah.
Again?
This is Devers.
Yeah, so if it's paper, you'll see a red B. If it's chrome, you'll see a blue B. So just to teach anyone who's following us, that's how you can tell if a card is chrome. Yes, Ian Anderson.
Yeah, so as far as pitchers go for investment cards, I say Anderson's a pretty good bet. He's come off 2 really good seasons, and Corbin Burns, Brewers.
I have quite a number of Corbin Burns rookie cards. I don't know if I bought that one.
No, I bought it because you had me bidding on it for you, and then you won a lot of like 10 of them. And you were like, just
I think that's one of the few that I don't have for Corbin Burns. Like I have almost all of them. And his autos were like $10. And then he wins the Cy Young. Like, I'm gonna be so mad when my Tops Now comes in and that's what the autograph is. But him and Josh Hader have like 2 of the worst autographs I've ever seen in my life.
Hader's a agent too, correct?
Yeah, so the hype on him is to the Mets. That's like, I posted on Reddit. I was like, yo, I got these Hader autos, but why are these ones from Update going for 150? And people are like, those Uptown Mets fans. So Hader could be a good buy right now to go to a contender.
I could see him going to the Yankees too, possibly. They need some late bullpen help.
I don't see him shaving. When he came up in the Astros system, he had like a buzz cut and a fade, and then he got to the Brewers and he just got full sleeves. And honestly, I like his Brewers look.
Lots of guys in the past you thought wouldn't shave. Did Johnny Damon, Reggie Jackson, Catfish Hunter.
I just think that the Yankees shave is about as outdated as their championships. I mean, how tired are you of hearing about 27 rings? Like, cut the shave policy. I think you could have a nice crop mustache and still play for the Yankees.
They're allowed to have a mustache. They just can't have a beard.
Yeah, but I like when you see Clemens wearing a nice goatee or something, I feel like it's just like it's part of that intimidation factor. And so, yeah, that's my joke of the day.
I don't know. It's about them being all uniform and being like, it's just like that clean Yankee image. When you think of the New York Yankees, you don't think of names on the backs of the jerseys. You don't think of the names on their jersey. You think of blank names on the back of the jersey, clean shaven, ready to go.
I agree. I just don't think, like, even if I a day or a week or a month goes by and I ain't really got much going on. So, I mean, it wouldn't be not ideal to play for the Yankees, but they do flex that throughout their entire farm system. Like, all their players have to be shaven, whether they're at the AAA level, the AA, or the single A level.
I wanted to commend them on the first female manager in minor league baseball. The Tarpoons, their single A affiliate or
Tarpons. That's a tarpon. It's a steelfish. Yeah.
Yeah, tarpon.
Yeah, the Tampa Tarpons. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have the first female manager.
Formerly the Tampa Yankees.
Yeah, they
And
play
they-
at George Steinbrenner Field, so
yeah, it's kind of a dead giveaway.
well,
No,
yeah.
yeah, the Tarpons, they were kind of one of those teams like Greenville Reds where they seem to have had everybody. Like I had the Astros, the
The Red
Reds,
Sox.
the A's, like they had everybody.
That's like you guys with the Bisons, though. You've gone through quite a few different teams: the Cleveland Indians, the Mets.
The only team we had, like other than the Indians for 25 years, our second longest tenured team now is the Jays. So they just signed another decade. So we'll be coming up on 25 years by the time the Jays and Bison's uh, deal is up. But I think that there's no better team to be so close to the border, and I don't think the Mets would have that pull.
Yeah,
Binghamton's a lot nicer than that Syracuse stadium. Even though they did upgrade that Syracuse stadium, it's just like just concrete mess.
the one good news about the lockout is it does include MILB, so we still will be able to go to games in this off season.
Yeah, so one of the things that I'm still excited about is if a player is not on the Major League Baseball 40-man roster, he can still play for a AAA team or a AA team. So that's where you get your like Marcelo Mayer from the Red Sox. I don't think he's swung a bat above single A ball yet.
Yeah, no,
You have Blaze Jordan, who's in AA right now. So that used to be
they're
Lowell.
down up yet either, so he'd be.
Oh, it's the Greenville Drive now. That's what it is. Because they have it says Green Monster Y'all. And then Blaze Jordan made Bowman's best set, and he has some very affordable autographs right now. And he's one of my top Red Sox picks to get an autograph of, other than one I'm going to show today.
What was I going to say was there's a goofy name for our spring training facility / double A park, I believe. They call it Fenway South.
I think one of their minor league teams had actually tried to build like a small monster.
No, that's Fenway South. That's where they play spring training at in Florida.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of funny. It's got the little green mini monster. It's got like a bar on the top of it.
Yeah. It's just kind of cool, like to kind of get you in the mindset of really going for it. So the first card I'm going to show off today is not my number one card that I texted you right before this, is Brett Beatty.
Ooh.
Brooklyn Cyclones. This is a rookie update or something.
Ooh.
Oh, pro debut, excuse me. Pro debut. So as long as they're playing in the farm system, these autographs, this is one of his better autographs. Although to me, it kind of looks like it's a little phallic. The way he writes his B is just a little. I was like, "Are you sure you're not writing pen 15 right now?"
No, but it's going to be pretty interesting to see if the owners and them come up with an agreement and whatnot. We'll hopefully see some more. Now that the pressure's on, we're going to see them meeting more often. Hopefully, they can come to an agreement. Because if they strike like they did in '94, it's going to really kill the sport.
The problem is that if they have a Arizona team or a Florida team and then a Dominican team, they're allowed 60 extra players. So if they have to have a Dominican team in either a Florida or Arizona complex, wherever their spring training is, they can hold 30 players for each one of those teams. And the teams are saying the longer you wait, we will cut those players and stop paying them. And it's like $2,000 a week. That's a lot of money to a player that hasn't even made it yet.
Yeah, I like what the MLB Players Association has been trying to do for their minor league players. They want assured housing. They want like a living salary when they come through the minors. Some of those guys make less than $100 a day. The minors, like $100 a week.
So
the all in single A ball.
The highest paid AAA player that I had run into was with the Red Sox. I think he's still in AAA. Plays for
Rudy Castillo. He was a signed, but he's not. He's a free agent. Thank Christ. We don't have a $27 million AAA player.
Dude, he was batting like 460 in AAA. Like, why did he? And
Every
it's all
time
about the clock.
Every time they brought him up, he always got hurt. They'd invite him down for spring training. He'd get hurt.
Dude, he was such a beast. But like, I remember seeing him in the outfield. They had him in left field, and the guy was in center was trying to tell him to move in because he's just too fat and he'll never make it. But he was supposed to be like the next Poppy, and he crushed it in the home run derby and AAA, and he hit all sorts of bombs. Very reminiscent of like
rumors of PED use with him was a big thing.
I couldn't tell you, but then I ran into Johan Mieses, and he was all the kids were calling him Vlad Jr. and we had a brief conversation in Spanish. I don't really like. I try to be good with it, but I was like, "Stupid kids, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, they call me Vlad Jr. and no auto." So
it'd be funny if you wrote not Vlad Jr. on the autograph.
I would have laughed. Honestly, if he wrote that, I would have laughed so hard. So my second pick it's kind of a tie for these two players. I am super hot on Ryan Mountcastle.
He's a very versatile player. He's like a utility guy like Brock Holt. He can play anywhere on the field.
And this is one of his better autos, but I just love this flagship look. It's got the nice, like the red chrome and.
Interesting fact about the Orioles in the next season, they are cutting about a couple thousand seats from their arena. They're moving the outfield wall back.
Oh, Camden Yards.
Or Camden Yards for the Orioles. Little known fact for you all. Not that it's ever full anyway.
Well, let me tell you that you know what team hits the most home runs against them, right?
Yeah, the Yankees.
That's why.
Probably close seconds, probably the Boston Red Sox and
Boston is second. They're all division rivals. The Jays are now the third team, but they put a whip on us a few times. So I mean, you got to respect the Orioles. Their pitching, not so much, but you got to respect their offense.
I mean, I think Matt Harvey is going to be interesting decision whether he plays next year if they do allow it because of the Tyler Skaggs trial.
Yeah, that kind of hit close to home with that one. You know, you don't want your a loved one dying because of opioid addiction and stuff. So that was just kind of crazy. And Matt Harvey testified that the team trainer had given him opioids or
provided
controlled substances that he should not have been, doing God knows what with for his bachelor parties and something else. Matt Harvey even said on multiple occasions, I was given opioids to give to Tyler Skaggs. I think he's getting suspended. I honestly, and not even to say because of the MLB lockout, but I'm just thinking if Matt Harvey wants to play again, that is not a way to get somebody to sign you, because you have everyone just saying you just said the trainer gave you painkillers, like if you actually asked for them. So I mean, it's a rough topic for sure, and I know a lot of families are stricken by either some kind of way, shape, or form of addiction, and it's really sad to see Tyler Skaggs and what happened to him, and I hope his family gets some justice for it.
I will never forget the game after his death. They threw a combined no-hitter, and they were all wearing the jerseys. The Skaggs 45. That image is still ingrained in my memory of them laying the jerseys on the mound and them all running and cheering for the teammate that didn't make it. It was such a sudden passing too. That was like crazy when that did happen in baseball.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on that trial. They did call a like a breathing analyst, some kind of doctor, some breathing doctor, and they were like, "Are you gonna call in like another doctor that has nothing to do with this fucking case?" And like Matt Harvey said something like that on the stand, and everybody was like, "What?" It's like calling a death investigator or for somebody who's still living. Like he's like, "Oh yeah, he's living. See, I can see him," and then like that happened in a couple other trials this year, and it was just a fucking joke. So, and my number one pick is Jarren Duran, first home run, 63 out of 99. This is one of his cleanest autographs around. Doesn't have the rookie card stamp, but it has the date. It was 7-19. In the first inning, they scored 8 runs, and I was pounding 40s after that.
I remember going to you and going, oh, they're loaded up.
Yeah, I think he hit a 3-run home run, and then Hunter Renfroe and
Unloaded the bases after again.
it seems so weird being in like the Bison Stadium and seeing like Vlad Jr. just hit it onto the expressway and shit.
Yeah, he didn't spend a lot of time in AAA, so he's not too familiar with that park.
So he had the longest home run streak if the pitcher didn't intentionally walk him. He had the longest home run streak, I think, for our team. I don't know if it's for all of minor league baseball, but every time he was pitching in the zone, it was gone.
No, it's just going to be interesting to see what happens with all these different situations with baseball. Hopefully, it's a season. That's what all the fans are hopeful for.
Yeah, I think that, and I said it in the last video that it does count for the people you vote for, and if we want a deal, I tweet somebody about baseball every single day. I let them know, I hope I don't miss it this year, and yeah, sure, I might have a AAA team, but it's never going to beat the show. When you finally get to the show and you go to a major league ballpark, like I love Cincinnati, I love going to Cleveland, I love going to Pittsburgh. There's just certain experiences you can't get from a minor league stadium.
Yeah, I
And
was always spoiled going to Fenway Park with that aura around it, with that history. When you walk into Fenway, you feel like you're like almost back in time, sitting in the wooden seats.
yeah, I said the same thing. Well,
just like something I've always taken for granted as a kid, growing up around here and be able to go to the Red Sox games, versus like some parks aren't even 10 years old. They're replacing them, like the Arlington, the park that Texas Rangers just built. The park before that was like only like 10, 20 years old. The reason they did that,
I think it was 20.
I think it was because of because they didn't get fans in August because of the heat in Texas, so they could make it air conditioned.
Is what it is, though. So
it's absurd.
That's why the Astros play in the Astrodome. So
it's absurd. I wonder how much power that place uses to be able to AC an arena.
They're gonna mortgage that outdoor stadium to a college or something and let them use it, because I could see the Texas Longhorns or A&M playing there, and I think it would be very great for them to have a stadium that is MLB rent certifications and everything. We talk about it all day. To have a college team have that kind of facility is incredible.
Yeah, no, it's pretty interesting to see how like modern ballparks design. Marlins Park looks like a really cool park to go see in person. I don't know if you have me. I haven't been. Have you?
I'm tripping on the name. I was at Tropicana in Tampa.
I think it has a new name now.
It had like a Yankees name. It was funny.
Somewhere right now, John Westbay is screaming the answer to this question because he's.
You ain't kidding. Yeah. I mean, it's in a night city, just like Las Vegas. Like,
they can open the windows up. It's pretty cool in the back to let fresh air go through.
Yeah, I mean, like I got to pet a ray at Tropicana. I was just like, like it was just so crazy, and the experience and the people were so great.
I will say this about Tropicana Field: it's the only stadium that's been renovated twice, and both times they've removed seats.
You know that when you watch them on TV, like right behind home plate there. So we bought the tickets to the second game and the big old chairs. Me and Dad were just like, "Yo, this is what's up." Like we're just chilling, like, hey. And they give you like waiter service there too. That's the only part of the stadium that gets waiter service. It's like the club level at the Sabres, where I mean you could sit anywhere you want for $9. So I don't know why you're paying those prices. I apologize, Sabres. I love you guys, but what the
every
fuck?
home game's an away game for them. They play 82 away games every year.
Yeah, that's why when Owen Power comes out of the draft, he's gonna be the first one to use his first name on the back of his jersey, so he can be Owen 82.
No, it's just crazy being in there again, being spoiled, being from Boston. Like the Bruins' original six are always been expensive. Even when they're terrible, you're gonna pay like $100 sitting in the nosebleeds at the Garden.
Yeah, like that same ticket, and I posted a couple times. We sat on the glass. I had a sign, like, and I was heckling Jeremy Swayman, but I wasn't like heckling. I was just kind of like Swayman, and then somebody's like, "Yo, kid, it's his birthday. He's in the fucking zone." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I looked it up, and then that's true. And I was like, "Swayman, you're pretty good." He shut us out.
I'd love to see him get more playing time and develop more at an NHL level. I don't like the tandem with Olmark, but
I didn't like Allmark here. No
I'm gonna
offense.
say I'm gonna save the hockey talk for Sunday. I've got some hockey stuff coming tomorrow that we're gonna show off, and then we have those top scouts coming off. The
Yeah,
MLB lockout. We're gonna keep updating on it. Whatever news we can muster to listen to. I've been looking in every my lunch break at work all the time, looking in, seeing if a deal's been made, hoping there's some push notification from ESPN.
yeah. I mean, we want to show off a couple players, autographs and things that I'm really hot on right now. I just got another Robin Yount Topps Chrome Black for $40, so or 45 shipped, but I'm excited for that, so I can add it to my captain's inspirations.
Nothing beats those old players' autos.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at this.
This Topps Chrome Black isn't a sticker auto either. It's like right on the card. It looks amazing. I can't wait for it. You're lucky I wanted to give that up because I almost didn't want to.
Again, Eckersley's one of my favorite players just because he always called games with after what the hell is it? His first name's Don. After Don retired, Eckersley came in and became a color analyst with Jerry Remy, who passed away.
I think vintage and Hall of Famer autos are always a great investment if you find one at your price point, whether it's Panini, which is unlicensed stuff, so you won't see any team affiliations. They look kind of like, as somebody else called them, pajamas. You might have one. I don't know if that's correct.
Not off the top up here, probably somewhere in one of my boxes.
Like when baseball does the rated rookie, it's like so cringe because they just don't have any licensed. They can only put the player's name and number on the back. So
I have that Ian Anderson one somewhere.
Yeah. Oh no, that's actually that was from Elite Series, and that's college or high school. That was his high school uniform.
It's actually pretty cool to know.
I went to a pretty great length to secure that card because I was like, I think this looks better than like all the minor league videos and things that we've done. It was incredible to like when you see something from Elite Series like Ian Anderson, it was like on the money.
He was just lights out when he came up.
Yeah.
Just like shut down. Like he was Greg Maddox-esque, like Tom Glavine-esque, where his stuff was just so dominating. If his fastball is working for him, That's all he needs. He's going to come right after you with that fastball. And then he's got that filthy curveball where he gets you 2-0, you're done because you're going to see that curveball come in off speed after seeing those fastballs at 98, 99 and just wipe you out.
Yep.
The only thing, he has problem locating his fastball sometimes. So every once in a while, he gets a little wild and it comes right into the zone, and then the hitter lines up and takes it out deep. And that's every pitch.
Now, we don't focus solely on like Bowman Chrome first and stuff like that, but in Ian Anderson, Bowman Chrome first is like $150. You want to talk about an investment card right now? Go buy Chris Sale. I'm serious. His auto is like $45. He had an MVP caliber season. If the Red Sox went just a little bit farther, I think if they had cracked like an actual seated position, I think that would have been a great time to have that card, especially if you're selling. Chris Sale's auto it's not bad, and they're pretty affordable. To have someone who's been so good in the league, and when he came back from Tommy John, he was absolutely fucking lights out.
I have to say, I've never seen Chris Sale win a game in a Red Sox uniform. I've seen him start. I've seen 6 of his starts, 3 no decisions and 3 losses.
I think I saw him in Toronto once or twice too. Whenever Toronto,
he used to carve up Toronto. It was like 20. He had 20 strikeout games against
dude.
Toronto.
Every bobblehead game that year was against the Red Sox. I was like, Dad, who is this against? And he's like, it's the Red Sox. It's 2004. Like one of the greatest teams we've ever watched. And it was, so painful.
No, Chris Sale, the big, when we got him, he was like the second coming of Pedro. They started doing the K's up on the left field wall again. The fans started doing the K's again. He was the one that got me back into baseball per se, because his fast pace is something that's awesome to watch. It's like watching Mark Burley. He's not there to sit there and contemplate and think and hold the ball and scratch.
He had 4 or 5 pitch arsenal too. So Mark Burley, when he won the World Series with the White Sox, he was fucking lights out, incredible.
When he came in a relief appearance, he was actually a little buzzed in the World Series. He had a few beers because he had pitched 2 nights prior. He's going to come back in.
I mean, those are the stories I live for.
No, this didn't come out till like long after, like 10 years after the thing was done. Mark Burley's also up for the Hall of Fame this season. Not that he got in this year, but he'll probably get in next year.
Yeah, always buy vintage, buy older players, invest in your favorite players, even your rookie cards. Like the Mike Trout Diamond Collection rookie card, there's only so many PSA 10s, like let's say 1,000. It's $10,000 card. I'm not here to fool you. I'm just here to maybe make a few good guesses, hopefully. And, like I'm looking for TJ for Marcelo Mayer. He's like the hottest item coming out of Bowman draft. So, and Bowman is the first and only card set to feature prospects wearing their big league teams uniforms. So that is a great stat. I'm really hot on Mookie Betts. I know we don't really talk all the time about investments, but I can go more in depth. I will grab more of my autograph cards. And
if any of our viewers are in the Mass area, I plan on going to the Woburn card show in a couple weeks. It's on Sundays It's on Sundays, like from like 9 to 2 or something like that. I planned on checking it out and seeing what's there.
Yeah, and big shout out to my buddy Frank is his name on Facebook. But Rob, thank you for supporting me at the Canisius College hockey game. It's good to meet you. We have another person now with our hat, and that goes a long way. Your support means the world to us, and we hope we can continue delivering, at least competent sports talk. And
shout out to Hatter watching our videos while he's organizing hats today. And I saw that
also Professor Hatter.
I saw he's being slick in the video. He had the socks and the J's. Did you see that on the side?
he was kind of like he was playing, but it was tasteful. So I hope that anybody that saw his preview comes and enjoys us today. Uh, I mean, you got any
No,
closing thoughts?
let's wrap it up. I'm just hoping we have baseball this year. Just like last time, both sides just need to come together and make an agreement.
I
They
think
don't,
you spoke really well from the heart last time, like it was very like I felt it, and hopefully this gets into the hands
just
of somebody.
summertime won't feel like summer if there's no baseball. Like it's like something you go after being outside all day at work in the hot sun. You come down and have like a cold beer, flip on a ball game. It could be the Sox, could be the Yankees, could be
Doesn't
whomever.
matter. Yeah, absolutely. Crack a beer, watch a game all day long, baby. I can't
Nice
think of
refreshing lager.
I
New
can't
York.
think of a better way to enjoy a summer day than to watch baseball, and hopefully
It's
our
gonna be
fans think
crazy
the
too.
same
'Cause I
way.
always take opening day off. I always just it's all I do all day is just watch baseball. I'm out my little outdoor fire pit area. I got my fire going. I get the game on the radio, and I'm just hanging out.
And also, I'm gonna tease. I'm not gonna show the picture right now, but after the Super Bowl win by the Rams, I have exceeded my DraftKings account by betting on college basketball. I'll give some tips on how I do that. I don't watch all these shows and everything every single week, but it's been a learning experience, and I've been calling a lot of games pretty closely and on the money line. So if you guys want to get a little more into that, I'm offering pretty decent bets. You know, I do tend to play like if a team is 19-2 and I find a team that is 2-18 playing against them, I will bet against them all day long. Some of them are no brainers, and I like to nickel and dime it. So it's just a great you watching the Knights or something? Because I know the Knights and the Kraken, I think, are on.
No, the Kings. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I was checking in on the score.
Yeah, I want to know if Ike scored, but I know everybody didn't appreciate my Vegas Golden Knights jersey combo wombo the other day. So shout out to Ike's, and hopefully he plays well because
His first show was it was supposed to be a golden show. It was more like a golden shower.
yeah. So with that being said, we're Caps and Cards 716. I'm Spidey. He's North Shore Fittings. Peace, love, and Caps.